Hello everyone, I hope you are doing good. In the previous video we learned about friend function. I hope you got the basic concept of friend function and you understood whatever code we wrote here and you did not face any difficulty. I also gave you an exercise and I hope you completed the exercise of friend function. If you face any difficulty, please comment in the comment box so that I can know you are facing difficulty and I can try to solve it. And if you have any feedback for the channel, please write it so that I can make it better. So today we'll learn about inheritance. So let's go to the inheritance CPP. Okay, let's cut out this. Today we'll learn about inheritance. What inheritance is? Let's try inheritance. It is same like as that of we already learned about friend function, friend class or function. It's same like that, but it have some advantages and some small bit of disadvantages. Like it can't access private members, and there are a lot of things we'll learn one by one from them. So just clear out this because it doesn't make a definition of this. Inheritance means just connecting one class to another, connecting classes. So we'll learn about inheritance. So we'll start with int main. Okay, the int main is here. Now we'll just put two classes. I already said you how to define a classes. So we'll just write two class. We'll write one class person, and there will be one more class, and the name of the class will be like from person. What we can take a name from a person, so we'll just write name and just put say a class. So this way two classes are defined. Now how do we give syntax for this inheritance? The syntax for inheritance is we just write name of the class from where it is being name of the class from where it should be derived, and just use this colon and class from where it should be derived. Like we want this person, this name should have access to this person. Just write public and person. What is public is we'll talk when we'll talk about access specifier just after completing the basics. So don't think more of it, just know the syntax that first we write the classes where we wanted to be and the class from where we want to have access, like we want to have access from person. So just let's put some variables and all that. We'll just write int, and the person should have an id, so we'll write an id. And inside the public we'll just create a constructor so that we have the value of id, and we'll put id is equal to that. Okay, we put the id here, and inside then here we'll take a string uh, of name, and okay, single string. Okay, we'll take the name and we'll create one constructor here. We'll just write name of the class is name and put here. Okay, sorry for that. We'll just use name is equals to hello world. Okay, we are getting string because we did not include anything till now. So just go here and just write all the include processes, include iostream, and we'll include string also. Just write include string, and we'll use using namespace std. Okay, now I think that error should go away. Using namespace single and okay, you can see the error is gone. So now we declare this. Okay, we'll put this inside the public so that we can access from outside. So, and we'll create one more function here. We'll write void and we'll write get name. We won't do anything big, just we'll print out something. We'll just write cout name printed. So we'll just write this. We'll use endl so that it looks good. Okay, and we'll use here also we'll use just this. Okay, and here also we'll create one more function. We'll just write void get person. Just it is a dummy function, just to show you what it is doing. So cout person printed. So Okay, person printed, and we'll just endl it, endl. Okay, now you can see we created two classes. We created class person that has this int id as private member, and inside the public we just created a constructor which get the value of id and this person function. So I hope you got this. And here where the inheritance syntax come, first of all we'll write the class name of our class. I'll write in the comment name of our class, and you'll use the semicolon, and access class means from where we'll access this is the class from where we'll access some things, so we can just write access class. Okay, now I think you got the concept. Now let's go to the int main and we'll try to do something. Inside the int main we'll create two class. We'll create object for the classes person p and for the name n. Okay, we created two classes. Now we'll just try to print out so that we get everything is right. P dot get person and n dot get name. Okay, just run this. You can see as usual it's just running printed, and name is printed and person is printed. But you can see for the person, get person was declared. You can see get person is inside this class person, but we can access this get person by using name, because we said that everything that is in the public, in this all are in public, we can access them inside the name. So you can see here we dot first get person, so we got person printed the first line here, and we got get name and we got name printed. Now we can, taking the object from the name object, we can just write n dot get person, and you can see we can do this without getting error. So you can see person is printed, name is printed, again person is printed. We got access to this function inside this class, inside this name class we got access to this function that is inside this person class. There is one more thing that we can do. We can even get access to this, we can get access to this private, but we can get access to this. But there is one thing, this person is access to this name class name, but using this person we can't print out this get name that is declared for the name, for the name class. So if you try to do this, we'll just write p dot get name and just run this. You can see error, class person has no member name get name. So we can't we can access from the name to this person class, but this person class cannot access this from name. So this is how inheritance works. There is one more thing I'll try to show you. If you try to do here, just come down here inside this name class, we'll just write one more line. We'll write this is the id, so we'll take the id just to see that if you can access this. We'll just write id. Okay, and run this. Okay, you can see here declared note declared private here int id. So this id is declared private so that we cannot access, but there is one thing we can do. I already said you about okay, I'll say one thing, specifier. When I said about specifier, I talked about like public, private, and only these two, but there is one more that is called protected. Protect. What is this protected do? This protected, it works in inheritance very well. Like this is private so we cannot access this, but if we write protected we can access this, but only to the class that it is derived. I mean this person, only this class can have. If we create one more class and try to access this, we can't access this. Okay, I'll show you with an example. Just write here protected. Okay, now you can see this is not private because anything which does not have any specifier then it's protected. So we'll just write protected. Okay, now this int id is protected. So now if you try to, you can see here, now if you just run it, okay, you can see here that number 10 is getting printed. Okay, I'll put in space so that you can understand, you can see it clearly. Okay, just clear out this and run this one more time. You can see we got the access to the 10 that was earlier private, now we put protected and you got access this, but we cannot get access to this outside the class that is not derived. Let's create one more class. Inside class temporary, and inside the public we'll just write void get something, and we just pass it here like cout id. So this id is protected, but we can't get it even though we write here id. You can see here identifier id is undefined, and this cannot be accessed from the previous class. Okay, this int is giving an error because we expected here. So this way you can see that protected cannot be means accessed from others, but it can be accessed only to those which have access to the class. Okay, that was for today. I hope you learned something about inheritance. There will be some exercises I'll provide it after we learn polymorphism, and we'll be creating some projects from today. So I'll upload in the evening video. We'll upload some projects, and we'll be doing project every day. So that was for today. We learned about inheritance, just how to access. And so thank you for watching. See you in the next.